And welcome back. This is part 2 of the Colonists level 5 part 2. Now we are doing this very quickly. This is going to be played at 500 times the speed. We are building a large monument and we have just got to construction 2. So we've got one more construction to go. The large monument is going to be around here. I like to place them around where they start, just because I think they look better when they're next to like your starting place. And basically we are well on the way. Now that we have construction 2, we can now finally get the gold, because we need surface mines level 3, and that's what we're just able to get. So the first thing I do is put a surface mine next to the gold and put a surface mine next to the quartz up the top. We need a residence level 3, so I'll place 2 of them down. And basically I have never done this before, so this is my first attempt at getting to this level of a monument. So I start to get the wheat and the bread making, because that will give us luxury food, and it is the luxury food that we need. And now we're into fast, very, very fast. Basically, yeah, for the level 3 residence, we need wheat so we can make flour in order to make the gourmet food bread. But we have to research that up to a certain level. So I've decided now that I can access the middle, I'm actually going to use that for all of my luxury food production. And then once we have the luxury food, we'll be able to start producing level 3 energy. And that's really what we're after first of all. There we go, we've joined up in the middle. We were just waiting for a small gap. And we are already starting to place the bread. And I've placed another cider producer, because we need to make sure we've got enough cider being produced, because we're going to need that for everyone. So we start wheat production. Well, we research wheat production anyway. And we go for printing, and we pick other bits and pieces that we need. So I know we need printing. So I make my first paper mill and I put it in the desert, because I've got a lot of space over here in the desert. I know I need books to do the research. So that's why I'm starting that, because we need the books to research the bits and pieces like the glass making and construction 3. And as you can see, I've already started researching, and it's using all the other bits, but it's just stopped waiting for bricks, for books. And I'm looking around and I'm thinking, everything else is going fine. But I want to expand. I want to get rid of that little bit that's just over the water, so I've got all of that area in the middle, because I don't quite know how big this wheat production is going to be. I then notice that the clay bricks are where the big delay is. So I place another clay brick maker down by where the clay is. And now that I have finished my wheat farming, I can now look into researching bread making. You can see I am upgrading another workshop. And I put another smeltery in so that I can smelt down some of the iron that's coming in from the little peninsula. But I've noticed that this mine shaft is taking too long. So I'm going to upgrade it. I'm going to upgrade it to a level 2 so that it produces a lot quicker. No one query why that's a problem. I haven't even considered it being an issue yet. This mine shaft is going to be the bane of my existence this episode, and you'll see why. To start with, you probably already know exactly what the problem is going to be here. And I'm just oblivious to the whole thing. I'm just going along. And as you can see, there you go. There is now no more coal for that mine to build. So I decide I'm going to place a new orchard, because that way we can help to increase the production of the cider. We need as much cider as we can get, really, so we might as well build more here. And we get another cider press here so that they don't have to take the apples all the way, you know. And as you can see, my road man is doing very nicely over here. But I need to help him along. He needs to know which are more important. So I've directed him where to go, and my other guy, so that we can get all of these roads converted. That's the most important thing. You know, we want to make sure that this stuff gets made very quickly. And now it's upgraded, yay! And now he's just going to sit there, because I don't have any level 3 energy, and I need to make this in order to... I need to make the bread in order for level 3 energy to be created. So I place a wheat fields, and I place a windmill, and then, would you believe it, I think I'm going to place a level 3 resident there. But has anyone noticed the problem? The problem is what I've just put down. That is my bread maker. There's my windmill. Yay. And there comes the wheat. Look at that. This is my problem. My bakery needs bricks. They've stopped making bricks because to make the bricks, they need coal. And this is my only source of coal from here on out. So I have to destroy it, and I have to create a level 1 shaft mine again, because I can't do a level 2 mine without the fancy food. And I can't build the fancy food without the coal. So I go back to normal. It doesn't take too long. But everything halted for a moment there. And I prioritize the bread maker. As you can see, I'm actually doing quite well. So I decided I'm going to do brick roads. Just because I don't really need to actually look at anything else at this point. It is just waiting for this. And there it is. We've made bread. There it goes. And the bread is taken to where it needs to be. And we are now making food. So we now have level 3 energy, people. That's it. We have level 3 energy. What that means is I can now upgrade this coal mine, because we now have the level 3 food. Surely that won't cause any more problems, you would think. God, I'm an idiot. Looking back now, I'm so stupid. But anyway, we'll get to that later. So now that we have the energy, the gold and the quartz mine are now working away. So they will slowly mine the bits and pieces that are needed for the final project. Gold is just gold. It will just happen as and when we get gold. We will have gold. Well done. But whereas quartz has to be made into glass for our final big project. And there we go. That we've officially created our gold mine. Obviously everything halted because we had no coal. But we've got a faster mine now. There you go. We've actually got it built and we have the food, so I'm sure that'll be fine. And there he goes, our first gold, which is lovely. What I decide to do here as well is I still need books, which needs paper, and I need glass, which needs the quartz. And there we go. There is our paper mill. We're now making paper. So we can now finish the research that was just literally waiting on the paper. So that's really cool. There we go. I'm running out of things that I actually want to research now, because that's the point we're at, really. We are slowly approaching the final stretch. Until I realise what I'm not doing. You'll see that in a minute. You can look at the stores that are there. We've got loads of so much wood everywhere. It's insane. But I decided I'm going to do the glass making first, because that's the more important one. For this moment, we need to make glass as quickly as possible, because we need 80. So I do books. Now the books need a tannery for the hide. The tannery needs the salt, and he needs cowhide. So I've put down a surface mine level 3 for the salt, and here is my cow farm. There we go. We're going to place down the pastures. Just enough in this one area. And that's everything we need. So once they're all built, basically the farmer will make the cows, which will produce food and hide. Hide. The surface mine will get the salt from the land. The tannery then uses the hide and the salt. I've slowed this down because this is so cool. Look at these little cows, they're all so cute. There's loads of them, and they're going to be my savoury. I think they're going to save us. Yeah, but he will use. There you go. Look, the hide is already at the tannery. But there's no bricks being made. I wonder why not. Because if you notice, the surface mine is also waiting on bricks. And so is the book. Is also waiting on bricks. I wonder what's happening. Why are there no bricks being made? Oh, would you believe it? There's a problem with our coal mine. I have to go back to a level 1 mine. Now, the problem that happened here, it took me a little while to realise what the problem was, is that the bread maker uses coal. If you look at the bread maker itself, the bread maker is asking for coal, which means I have to have at least 2 coal supplies, one that is at a level 1 level and one that is at a level 2 level, because otherwise the production of food will stop. The production of the food will stop because we haven't got coal, and therefore the coal will stop because we haven't got food, and it's a vicious cycle. So I have to just leave that coal mine at level 1 and look for more coal. Now, I was hoping there was going to be some more up north, because that's the only place we have not been. And now that we have coal again, everything seems to be fine. But basically, this is where I'm going to end this level, because this is the final stretch now. We're entering it now. We need 80 gold, so I decide that I'm going to put down a storage yard or 2, and then I decide, no, just the 1. I don't need 2 for the moment. Anyway, I will need 2. We need 80 gold, and each storage yard holds 40. So we will need 2 whole storage yards of gold. Now, there is only 40 where this guy is, but we have got more gold around, and I decide if I put a storage yard down, he will just keep mining it, and that will then allow us to use it right at the end, rather than sit there waiting for it to be mined when we need it. It should speed up the end a lot quicker, but that is where I am going to leave it with the gold. And that's where we are. So we are literally on the home stretch. We just need to finish books, and then they will research glass, and they will research construction 3, and then we can build our monument, and we are done with level 5. So thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe. Please keep an eye out for the final episode, and I will see you again next time.